Welcome to Starcraft. If you're going to start this game and you've never played this game before, you might want to start with Protoss, just because you can have this probe that can just go around and build everything for you. You don't have to grab a different unit to go build. It doesn't take that long to just go and build a bunch of things. But you'll see in the game when you play yourself, you're not going to want to let money get up to like 2,000, 1,000 gas. You're going to want to be using your money all the time. It's going to be a little more hectic than what I'm doing right now. Actually, a lot more. Because you're going to want to be multitasking as fast as you really can. And so that's the Protoss race for you. And I'm going to also talk about the microing and macroing aspects of StarCraft. Okay, I just talked to you a little bit about microing, grabbing your units, and the reason it's called microing because you're focusing on a small aspect of your economy. You're gonna focus on the units when you're microing, and when you're macroing, you're focusing on the big picture. You're focusing on your resources, your food, the amount of food you have. You always want to keep looking at your food. I have 14 food. Okay, I have a lot of your entire economy, and the micro is your small units that you're gonna focus on a tiny part. You're gonna micro your units. You're gonna micro anything you do in a small amount to really help yourself. And specifically, people have different terms like kiting for microing, because people will think of microing as just using your units and fighting other units. So say these units are fighting each other, okay? We have 2 against 1. And these 2 are going to attack this guy. This guy might want to attack once and then run away. Attack once, run away. But he can't attack before he gets hit, so there's no point in doing that. But if he was a ranged unit, that's what he would do. You'll see that A is to attack. See, I'm going to right click to continue running away from these guys. But if I was a ranged unit that was a little faster, I could run away and press A over here, then right click back over here. That means they're going to press A, left click, they're going to attack, and then you right click back quick the other way. And then they can stop and attack quick and then keep running. So when you're microing, you're making sure this unit doesn't die. And when you make sure this unit doesn't die, that's 100 minerals of your entire economy. So you're looking at the micro economic aspect of your economy. You want to make sure you keep those 100 minerals. But at the same time, you're going to want to keep producing a lot more minerals by building more workers. So that's a little bit of a summary of microing and macroing. Also, I'm gonna talk a little bit about holding shift when you give your unit orders. If you hold shift, I will right click once here. You'll see that a line, I've already given that command. I'll right click here. I can give him multiple commands at one time by holding shift. He's gonna take this route and he's gonna follow that exact pattern. And I let go of shift now. If I can go back and hold shift again, and he'll continue on that pattern. If I let go, I can just right click after I let go, and he's gonna completely abandon that route and go there. So if I'm not holding shift, he's just gonna go wherever. But if you hold shift, he's gonna follow your commands. So this probe, I can have this probe right here. I can go to build, which I'm gonna press B, or I can click this basic structure. I'm gonna press E to build the pylon, or you can click the pylon. And while this thing goes and it's going to go build this pylon over here, I'm going to hold shift after I build it, hold shift, right click the minerals. Let's see what he does. He's going to build the pylon, and then he's going to go back and mine minerals. While I'm waiting for him to do that, normally if I had to right click, that's wasting a lot of time. If you do that, you can focus on building more units, researching, just doing everything you need to do to keep up in the game, while that guy is just traveling to build that and going back to mine resources. That's key to really being a good player, is being able to give your units multiple orders at one time, so that you don't have to pay attention to them as much. And there's also one other thing that I'm going to go into a little bit more. I'm going to go into the macro, micro, the multiple commands for the units a little bit more later on. But also there is control groups. There's hotkeys where you can, right now I have these 2 guys selected. I'm going to press control on my keyboard in 1. Okay, now these 2 guys, I'm going to click off them. I'm going to click on these minerals. I'm going to press 1 on my keyboard. It's going to go back and select these guys again. And if I'm somewhere else on the map, I double tap 1. It goes, snaps the camera back to those guys. You're on the other side of the map, double tap 1, you go back to those guys. Now you hold them again, control 2. Now they're on the hotkey of 1 and 2. So I double tap 2, they're back here. So you see down here, I have the hotkey. You can see right here, left click the units and whatever. And so say I want to hotkey a structure. It's the same thing. I'm going to replace the 1 with this nexus. Control 1. And you can see it says 1 nexus in this control group, 1. So now I can click on this unit, double tap 1, and I'm coming back to the nexus. Or I can just, if I'm somewhere and I don't want to double tap, I don't want to go back to it, I can just press it once. Now you'll see that I have probes. Press 1, I can build probes from wherever I am on the map. And that is also key to being a good player. You're going to press 2, you're going to grab your zealots, but a lot of times your fighting units you're going to want to go to, so you're going to double tap it. And 1, the nexus, 2, the zealots, back and forth, back and forth. And that's a really fast way of navigating around. You're going to want to get used to the game first if you're really new, but if you know the game a little bit, you're going to focus on being able to do this during the game and knowing these hotkeys. You'll see the hotkey here to B to build a basic structure, N for nexus, A for assimilator, E, F for forge, G for gateway, Y, C, and it's going to make you a lot better player if you can remember those hotkeys. It's later down the road, but remember those hotkeys. Remember to give your guys multiple commands. Have your hotkeys so you press 1 and you can just build while you're somewhere else on the map. You can even put 2 structures. Hold shift after I click nexus. Hold shift. Now I have those 2 structures selected. I'm going to put this in control 3. See, you see control 3, 2 nexus. And then right here I have 2 zealots. And that's that. Those are some tips for Protoss and also just general tips. And I'm going to see you in part whatever, and it's going to be Terran. I think it's going to be like part 4. So I'll see you there, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, subscribe, and I'll be making more if I get more subscribers and all that. I'll be making more anyways, but hopefully you subscribe because I'm going to have some good stuff. Upcoming, we're going to have not only tutorials, but we're going to have actual gameplay. We're going to be watching pros play, how pros play. We can analyze that a little bit, and also we're going to watch, myself. We can watch some of my games. I'll post them up here since the game is coming out tonight. Epic. Alright, so hope you guys have fun when it comes out, and whatever amount of hours, 12 hours. I'll be working all day tomorrow, and then when I get home I can pick up the game. But that's the sacrifice you make sometimes. But that's okay. Alright guys, I will talk to you in the next part of this tutorial. Take it easy. Later.
Shopping Starcraft.